Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Toolbox Tuesday. It is October the 4th. That is incredible to me. Time seems to be moving fast. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. It's Shannon Simpson chiming in from Vancouver Island in Courtney. And today we have a great topic, one that has been showing up for me over and over and over this week. And it is about expressing emotion and really unexpressed emotion. I want to speak to a reading that showed up for me today. And this one, again, is from my handy dandy book, what I call the Book of Awakening from Mark Nepo. And he speaks these words and he says, "We are so unused to emotion that if we mistake any depth of feeling for sadness, any sense of unknown for fear, and any sense of peace for boredom." You know, growing up, I did not really understand the importance of expressing my emotion or my feelings. And it was my belief that many of us actually have grown up in homes where expressing emotion wasn't really welcomed. You know, we're taught that the mind is separate from the body, and yet science and Eastern medicine has known for years that that isn't the truth. Yet there I was at the age of 35 with cancer and realizing that a lot of the trauma that I had experienced in my childhood and not expressed or moved through any of that trauma had then manifested into a physical ailment, which was a huge surprise to me because I wasn't taught that it was okay to feel these emotions and express my emotions. You know, how many times has someone said to you, "Oh, how are you today?" And you go, "Oh, I'm fine." But meanwhile, underneath, you're like dying inside because you're so incredibly sad, or you're incredibly pissed off and you're suppressing the emotion. And what you really want to say is, actually, I'm fucking pissed off today, or I'm incredibly sad and can you just hold space for me today? And so we go around suppressing. And a friend of mine said yesterday that, how did the saying go? Depression was the result of repression, which made so much sense to me, actually. You know, I used to believe that if I expressed my emotion, one, it was bad, and two, I would get stuck in that emotion. You know, emotions are meant to be moved. We're meant to be angry. We're meant to be sad. We're meant to feel all of our emotions. And then when the emotions run dry, then we find ourselves in a place of peace, contentment, love. But when we're suppressing, we can't get to that place of peace because we're just pushing it all down. And so I want to really speak to this today around having permission to feel, whether that's you go out for a run or you hit that punching bag or you, whatever it is that you want to do to move that emotion. I remember one life coach, Lee, she used to tell me to take a tea towel and twirl it up and whip at the wall for a few minutes and just get it out. One, so you're not projecting it onto a bunch of people around you, because I've been good at that. Man, have I been good at that. I'm super anxious. I'm super mad about something, and then what do? I take it out on my husband and I take it out on my kids. It's not even their fault. So last week, I was really pissed off. Something happened and it wasn't good. And so I went downstairs, and instead of being super angry and projecting it onto my daughter, I said, look, Abigail, I need you to get out of bed. I need you to start your day. I'm letting you know I'm super pissed off today, and it's not about you. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm just really angry, and so I just need some space. And then I went for a walk, and then I came home and I talked to my husband on the phone, and he was fantastic. He didn't tell me to stop being pissed off. He just listened. I cursed, I sweared, I screamed, I yelled. And then I went to work that night, and I felt fantastic because I didn't suppress it. I didn't pretend it wasn't there. I didn't pretend I wasn't pissed off. And it was good, and I didn't hurt anybody because I let them know I was pissed off. It was so good. It was so good. And so I guess, Gabor Mate, I don't know if you've heard of Gabor Mate. I've spoken of him before. He is speaking out large and in charge right now on trauma and suppressed emotions. And it is so empowering and powerful and inspiring to hear him speak, because he's allowing people permission to feel what they need to feel. He has 2 amazing books, and I've spoken of the one, and the one I read right after I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was called When the Body Says No, and I've spoken of this before in a Toolbox Tuesday. And his new book that has just come out is called The Myth of Normal, and it is, I haven't read it yet, but I already know it's going to be a fantastic read. I will post them both up afterwards. So, I just think it's so important, the connection. We've somehow missed that how we feel and the suppression of our emotions is connected to our physical body. And it's so important that we allow ourselves to move through these emotions so they don't get stuck and they don't create physical ailments, whether it's anxiety or cancer or depression or whatever it is. And there's healthy ways to move through these emotions, but it's important that we do, because when we do and we allow the emotion to come, then the emotion has permission to run out. And then when the emotion's all dried up, then there we are, left in a place of peace and love. And it's so amazing. And so even more amazing is that I am part of this Masterpiece Magic movement. And this week, this is what we were teaching the girls, the teenage girls, which I wish I had the opportunity to know this when I was a teenager, because heaven knows where I would be now. And so this is what we left the girls with this week. And Amor, thank you for sharing this. And she says, to unlock our inner magic, you must make peace with all of your emotions, the joy of the positive and the despair of the negative. There is beauty and power in both. So I ask you, step into those feelings. Express what you need to feel. Don't hold on to it. You're not meant to. And then you can find yourself in a better space, and also find your family like I have in a better space, very possibly. So sending love to all of you today. I ask you, feel your emotions, step into your emotions. Sending love to all of you. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye for now.